time for our bottom line. Let me get that camera just a little more straight. Right about, let me see. Nope, almost, right about. Come on now. We racing against the clock right now. That's going to be it for the day right there, y'all. How y'all doing? It's your boy BOOGOTTINYC. Like I always tell you, could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Hold on a minute. Calm down. Calmate. Cógelo suave. Take it easy. Trump. Did Jeffrey Epstein blackmail powerful men? I want to pray for my sister right now real quick because she has a situation going on in her leg. Rebecca Lanya Bueno. Hope you're feeling fantastic. Not fantastic, but I hope you get better really quickly. Liberty and justice in the building. Also, we got South up in here, Southeast. We got Batty Lynn in here. Good morning, everybody. Saturday morning. Casey, what's going on, my brother? Comet Alexander. Okay, who else we got up in here this morning? Yes, we definitely want to pray for Rebecca Lanya Bueno. Know you've been going through a lot of medical situations currently, and we steadily keep on praying for you, sis. Just to let you know that. Also, Sam Champion. Can't forget about Sam Champion. Kendra Walker, Timogen. Also, VIP Auction Group. Sam Champion. We got to get it going, you guys. Amen. Hope everybody's ready, because guess what? Let me see. Nope. I knew it was something. That's what happened when you self-produce. But I don't care. I love doing this. It's time. I'm ready to go. Ooh, I like the way that sounds. They're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. Wind it up. Wind it up. Wind it up. It's time to wind it up. That's right, y'all. Our bottom line. It's time. Any second now. One more wine. Another wine. And y'all know we gotta open up those pores. We gotta open up those pores. We gotta open up those pores. We turning up this morning, y'all. Gotta open up those pores. 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 This is how we do it. This is how we. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember this song? That's right. This is how we do it. It's Friday night. I feel alright. The party's here on the west side. So I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. Designated driver, here's the keys to my truck. Hit the shore cause I'm faded. See the honeys in the hood say, money, oh, we made it. It feels so good in my hood tonight. The summertime skirts and the guys in canais, all the gangbangers forgot about the drive-by. You gotta get your groove on before you go get paid. So lift up your cup and turn your party up and let me hear the party say, I'm kinda buzzed, it's all because this is how we do it. Nobody does. This is how we do it. To all my players who got much flavor, I'll never come whack on an old school track. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. That was how we do it. Woo! I love doing that one right there. I had to rewind that. We did that before. But I swear I had to do that one again. Why? Because if, boom, that be. It's Saturday, November 29th. That's right, y'all. 2025. I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this here's our bottom line where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that and that, where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that just got me lit. Do, 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 do. That was how we do it. Imagine your name is How We Do It and that song come on, you're gonna be like this. For that one time in your life, you thought you was the man, How We Do It, with that mullet and them shades on. Howie used to be up in the party like, yeah, what's up? They made the song for me. All right, y'all. I hope y'all know I'm just so happy that you guys decided to come here, because you know why? You could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Welcome to our bottom line. What are we covering this morning? Current events, trending topics, much, 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 much more. We go all around the globe to get our content. We like for you guys to stay on point. We have the #1 chat and the #1 fam, and as well as super chatting friends in the building. So I want you guys to give yourselves a round of applause, #1. #2, y'all already know who I am. I'm Bugatti NYC. This is our bottom line. We rock for an hour plus until we're finished with videos. We got a lot of videos that's coming up right now. We got a lot of clips and topics. So without any further ado, y'all know what I'm gonna say, right? Well, we got a lot of new people coming in, so I always got to bless the show before we get it going, because I want to make sure that the show is good. Please, Lord, make sure that I'm staying on point, staying on topic, and being able to flow and tell these people the best truth that I can give them. Also, we want to pray for liberty and justice, Southeast. Okay, we also got AJ up in the building. AJ, that's right. We also got Southeast. I see Mark Dorfman in here. Good morning, Mark. How you doing, Mark? Batty, how you doing out there in D-Town? Okay, everybody, my Swanza, 1872, and that's it, you guys. It's time to get busy. Amen. Show has been blessed. I have no other choice but to do what I got to do. So y'all know what that means, right? I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time. You guys are going to do what? Y'all going to stay on point. Do me a favor. Try to stay on topic. This way we have a well-rounded show. Also, without any further ado, let's get into these titles. I'm ready to go. Trump. Did Jeffrey Epstein blackmail powerful men? It's really simple. Didn't even have to turn around for that one. Because guess what? All throughout these years, we saw him rubbing elbows and doing all sorts of things. Now that the files are coming out, we're talking about video, talking about photo, as well as emails. We should be able to find a lot of info when it comes down to Jeffrey Epstein, unless it's redacted. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. What else do we have here? We got Russia's Vladimir Putin's court. Russia's Vladimir Putin's secret court jails 8 for massive Crimea bridge incident. You guys knew about the Crimea bridge incident. Boom. Yeah, well, guess what? 8 people arrested. 8 people arrested, 8 people convicted in secret court. We got the video. I want you guys to keep on moving forward. I got more. Last but not least, we got a $300,000 gemstone found in Madagascar in a former president's private palace. I'm talking about, this thing was humongous. $300,000. I'm surprised it's not worth more than that. But guess what, you guys? He had it sitting somewhere inside the palace, and when they went to storm it and take it over, they found that big gemstone in there. Wonder what else they were stealing. We got a lot to get into. It's Saturday morning. Y'all have your drinks, have your tea ready. I hope you guys ain't still eating that Thanksgiving food either. We had about one more day before it's really time to get rid of it, y'all. And Batty, what's going on with that pie situation? Yeah, I know. Without any further ado, y'all, let's get to work. I want to drop some stuff for you guys this morning. Enjoy your holiday. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your family. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's go. It's our bottom line. Time to rock. We got the president over here that's got some information. Said he's considering deporting the D.C. Ooters family. Yes, the Power who did the terrible, tragic incident, which now escalated his crime up to the F penalty. Guess what? President Trump is now thinking about bringing his family in and putting them under arrest, possibly. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys.
It's very raw. Yeah, of course. The suspect does have a wife and 5 children who live in Washington. Do you plan to deport them?
The suspect has?
The suspect?
Well, we're looking at that right now. We're looking at the whole situation with family. It's a tragic situation. Yeah, Jeff?
Mr. President, are there any changes you want to make to improve safety for National Guardsmen who are being sent into these cities?
No, just I want to have more. As you know, we're sending 500 more. We had very little crime in Washington now for many months. Record-setting low crime, and this happened. And I don't know how you put this on the scale of that. This is sort of different. This is a terrorism threat, and this was done because they're so effective. If they weren't effective, you probably wouldn't have had this done. But this was done because the National Guard has been so effective. You went from having a tremendous amount of crime and death, killing, everything else, to having none. And this happened, I assume, because it was so effective. And maybe this man was upset because he couldn't practice crime. Who knows what his motivation was? But what he did was horrible.
And you've made.
We got people in the comments.
It's very raw.
I'm actually already on the comments because you guys are already saying, what did his family do? Maybe they should be investigated. I don't know about brought in or deported. That's a little rash right there. Maybe investigated and questioned. Of course, they're probably already doing that. But as far as like deported for something that the father did, depending on what the investigation turns out. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because that's what I'm thinking. We got a dramatic moment where a hero National Guardsman returned pow on the situation right here. We actually got a little bit of the footage. I mean, it's not like we can get everything, but you know me, I'm going to try to get as much content as we can, especially when it's relative to the topic that we're talking about. Already understand right out the gate, it's a little bit graphic. So yes, there's a warning right out in the middle of the show. I mean, right in the top of the show. It's a warning to this situation right here because we know what happened here. This is a dramatic situation where the hero National Guardsmen, they opened pow on the Afghan era suspect in DC. Let's go, you guys. Let's get it up. Do me a favor, double tap that screen to get more people over here for the exclusive content. Come on, y'all. Saturday morning. Let's go. So now imagine you driving in the morning and all of a sudden you see a National Guardsman run around the corner and pull out, start blasting. Disturbing new footage shows the moment a hero National Guardsman member opens pow on a suspected Afghan TILS terrorist just moments after the alleged pow men ambushed 2 troops in a broad daylight, a TILS nap. Broad daylight, look. That National Guardsman ran around that corner right there. Y'all see him, right? The suspect, I can't say his name, Ramanullah Waka, could be seen brazenly wielding the pow as he fired rounds at the National Guardsman in Washington, D.C. on Thanksgiving Eve, according to the series of live photos obtained by the Wall Street Journal. There's no audio. It's only like real active. You can see I tried to bring the audio up. So as you guys can see, ground response already got helicopters already deployed in the sky. It was a real active situation. And lucky they didn't hit that car. I want to pray for them. There's a lady that one of the actual National Guards members lost her life in this tragic event, you guys. See this, right? This is real actual footage right here. Give your boy a little double tap on the screen for going to research and finding stuff like this. There's no audio. It's just different views and different people that submitted content And it actually is a good way of compiling this information anytime you have a situation like that. I think that was really good reporting on the New York Post's behalf, even though a lot of people don't like them a lot. But, you know, we get information and sometimes we got to compile it the best way that we can so that we can understand what's going on here. Like we always say, we don't worry about Fox, NBC, BBC, NBC, or whatever the platform is. Us as intelligent individuals, we make sure that we go do our research. Thank you so much for the love. I just can't. Don't stop the love. No, no. Don't stop the love. That might be tomorrow's song, y'all. Let's keep on moving forward because we got to keep on moving forward. Now, I know we can't. Again, and every time this happens, I have to do it. I have to make sure that we pray for the tragic event that happened the other day on the eve of Thanksgiving where someone lost their life and now the family members are having to deal with the tragedy of that. Also, we want to pray for the National Guard's member that is still in the hospital and fighting. Hopefully he has a 100% recovery. Everybody around him is definitely affected by it. And I just hope everybody can come together and be stronger and just learn how to treat each other better. Amen. Got to keep on moving forward. There's just a lot going on early in the show, you guys. We just got to keep on going. I want to make sure that we got that covered. We got that out, the Hero National Guardsman. Okay, cool. Now Trump is talking about restricting immigration. Yeah, he's talking about restricting immigration, but this immigration has to do with TPS. The TPS. Yeah, he's talking about, let me see.
Who is live in Washington, D.C. with the very latest on the tragedy.
Giggity, giggity, giggity. You cannot tell me that's not Quagmire's daughter. Look at that chin. Giggity, giggity.
That is rocking our nation's capital. Hi, Maddie.
Hi, good morning, Carly. The president sharing the sad news that 20-year-old Sarah Beckstrom has passed away after an alleged gunman ambushed her and another Guard member on Wednesday.
Just seconds before I went on, right now, I heard that Sarah Beckstrom of West Virginia, one of the Guardsmen that we're talking about, highly respected, young, magnificent person, started service in June of 2023, outstanding in every way. She's just passed away. She's no longer with us. She's looking down on us right now. Her young man is fighting for his life. He's in very bad shape. He's fighting for his life.
The family of 24-year-old Andrew Wolf is asking for prayers. The death of Beckstrom means the suspect, 29-year-old Ramanullah Lakhanwal, will likely face upgraded charges. Here's the U.S. Attorney for D.C., Jeanine Pirro, talking about that.
We are praying that they survive and that the highest charge will not have to be murder in the first degree. But make no mistake, if they do not, that will certainly be the charge.
Lakhanwal came into the U.S. in 2021. He was granted asylum this spring. The administration is calling into question the vetting process for Afghan refugees. But Lakhanwal worked with the CIA in Kandahar, Afghanistan, serving in an elite counterterrorism unit operated by the agency. As a member of the Zero Unit, he would have gone through a vigorous screening process. Afghan evac says that includes biometric screening, biographic checks, and in-person interviews. Still, the president is doubling down, saying, "I will permanently pause migration from all third world countries to allow the U.S. system to fully recover, terminate all of the millions of Biden illegal admissions, including those signed by Sleepy Joe Biden's auto pen, and remove anyone who is not a net asset to the United States." The president says he will be ending federal benefits for non-citizens, denaturalizing migrants who he says undermine domestic tranquility, and deport any foreign national who poses a security risk.
Oh boy, this is so bad for us. It's so bad for everybody. It's like, oh man, so it's just not good. We got to keep, yes, fire every day. Look at Casey, exactly. It's going down every day. We're going to keep on moving forward. No, I'm not preaching. We deliver the news and we break down content over here. Now we got to keep it moving over to Florida, where the Haitian community leaders are shocked but not surprised at TPS ending. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We're covering this topic. We like to dive a little deep and not just scratch the surface.
Brandon, developing now a blow to some within South Florida's Haitian community. Tonight, the Department of Homeland Security announcing the end of protections for Haitians in the country with TPS. Local 10's Magdala Luisan is live in North Miami with the new developments that we are learning. Magdala, fill us in.
Yeah, so I'm learning from Santla, the organization, that they have been on it since they were aware that the current administration would be ending TPS for Haitian nationals. And because of this, they've been working with those Haitian nationals across South Florida over the last several months. And they tell me some of their clients were hoping this day would not come. Santla Executive Director Gypsy Metalis is one of many who got the notification. Temporary protected status for Haitian nationals will end early next year.
We were expecting this, and so no surprise there. But I was still a little bit shocked that such an announcement would be made.
Yeah, it is bad for America.
Would be publicized.
Good morning,
right on the
Luigi.
eve
What's
of
going on, bro?
Thanksgiving.
The Department of Homeland Security put out a federal notice that says Haiti no longer meets the statutory requirements for temporary protected status, and Haitian nationals who have been in the U.S. need to leave. Federal leaders also say, quote, allowing Haitian nationals to remain temporarily in the United States is inconsistent with U.S. national interest.
We've been insisting that parents have a formal guardianship agreement with the individual in whose care they want to leave their children. That's one. And so many people, so many folks with TPS who've been in the United States since the Haiti earthquake of 2010 have become homeowners, business owners, have assets. And so we've been telling them too that they needed to make sure to take care of those.
Metalis says for months they've been talking to organizations on the ground in the southern and northern regions of Haiti to welcome those who self-deport or are deported.
All of these
So I guess they telling them to sell your businesses and get up out of here, huh?
organizations have networks, right? Partners, collaborators who are.
And they're also saying, you don't got no, if you can't stay and your children are here, because that's what they do a lot. They come and they stay under their children. But then if you got to go, you better have somebody that's going to be able to take care of your kids, because your kid is a citizen. You're not. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen and get the likes up so I can let more people know what we got going on over here. We're trying to get much more information out to much more people. That's how you do it. You get those likes up, YouTube sends up a notification, then people are like, what's going on over here? And then they get to learn and see what we got going on over here. I got to get on over to Guinea-Bissau. Seizes power, ousts presidents. Yes, it's not only that one area, but I think they're paying attention now to what Trump is talking about when it comes down to not messing around and ill-snapping people and stuff like that. But this is the actual takeover right here. Check this out. It's a lot going on overseas right now. I can't explain it all. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I can't explain it all.
Gunfire rang out near the presidential palace in the West African nation of Guinea-Bissau Wednesday. Witnesses said it lasted for an hour, and it occurred shortly before a group of army officers said they had seized power in the country. There was no word yet of any casualties. The military takeover comes a day before the planned announcement of results from a hotly contested presidential election. It was the latest outbreak of unrest in Guinea-Bissau, which is a small coastal country with 2 million people situated between Senegal and Guinea that is a notorious hub for cocaine bound for Europe. It was not immediately clear whether the army had the support of all of Guinea-Bissau's fractious armed forces, or whether they were in control of all of the country. In a statement read on state television by spokesperson Jiniz Nichama, the army officers said they had deposed President Umaro Sissoko Embalo, suspended the electoral process, shut borders, and would enforce a curfew.
This is like a movie going on in the world now. Africa, Guinea-Bissau, they over there overthrowing the president. They over there, Venezuela, got them pinned in. I'm talking about, we got all sorts of stuff going on in Nigeria now. Y'all already see what's going on with Ukraine and Russia. We got all of this stuff with Jeffrey Epstein on the land. Oh, it's going on everywhere. A lot of crap going on. Let's get on over to Russia since I said it. Vladimir Putin, secret court. He jails 8 for massive Crimea bridge. I don't want to say that word. Don't want to say that word. I'm going to let them say it. Come on, y'all. Let's go. 8 people have been convicted in this situation right here. Let me make sure this quality is all the way up the best I can get it. 8 people convicted in this terrorism charges over a boom boom attack in Russia's Crimea bridge. You guys probably remember this. In October 2022, enormous truck bow detonated on the bridge, destroying 2 sections and causing months of repair work. Not just repair work and damage, but people lost their lives in this too. These are the people that have been convicted of this tragic event right here. The military court in Rostov-on-Don sentenced all the defendants to life in prison for carrying out attacks. Woo, boy, and if you know anything about a Russian prison, boy, they be trying to smash. God, I'm not even gonna go there. So all of them got life. Now this says footage shows the sheer size of the Pow Pow, which collapsed part of the road and set fire to the fuel train and the adjacent railway line. This was in 2022. It just took them that long to go to court. The truck driver and 4 people in a nearby vehicle lost their lives in this blast. Moscow described it as an act of terrorism and responded by striking key Ukrainian infrastructures. It's been going on for a little while now, you guys, but that right there, when you saw that, like, that smoldering bridge right there, and you know how many people lost their lives in that, that's when you can really realize how tragic something like that was. Yes, it was 3 years ago. Sad and craziness, but you know what? It's time for that war to be over. It's really time already. Let's get on over to New York, because Mamdani, he really don't know what he's doing. He really is trying to ruin my city. Yeah, he's firing everybody. But then come to think about it, when the administration changes, out with the old, in with the new. I thought that about the police commissioner. He should have did the same thing he's doing here. But guess who he's getting rid of? The fire commissioner and everybody on that side. Now he's cleaning house. And he's asking for resignations for outgoing FDNY commissioners, and there's one of them that actually broke their silence. I do understand the change of guard, but you have to be very careful when it's certain categories. Fire department, EMS, the police. Those are very serious departments that you don't want to make too many quick decisions on. Do me a favor, you guys, if y'all appreciate the content, let's get those numbers up right there. Double tap that screen and get the numbers up to get more people over here. I want you guys to see what's about to happen over here in New York as he starts to clean house.
Outgoing FDNY Commissioner Robert Tucker breaking his silence on why he's stepping down from his post.
Just as Mayor-elect Zoran Mamdani continues to make changes at City Hall, Robert Moses is here with the details. Robert.
Kurt and Rosanna, Zoran Mamdani takes office 5 weeks from tomorrow. He's not only busy installing his own team, but he's doing some house cleaning at City Hall as well. The mayor-elect has asked for the resignations of 179 staffers who currently work for Mayor Eric Adams, according to multiple reports. They're expected to step down by the time that Mamdani takes office on New Year's Day. Fire Commissioner Robert Tucker already announced his resignation. His last day will be Friday, December 19th. So far, no word yet on who will serve as acting commissioner between then and when the new administration takes over. Tucker, who is Jewish, is speaking out for the first time about why he decided to leave.
I don't want to leave as much unfinished business as I am leaving, but I thought it was the right time to depart. Ideologically, there's no doubt that the mayor and I disagree on some very fundamental things to me.
Mamdani's team announced that in fewer than 20 days, he has already raised more than $2 million towards his goal of $4 million for the transition. More than 25,000 individual donors have contributed an average of $75. That money, the incoming administration says, will help vet resumes, pay current employees, and offset inauguration expenses. Mamdani talked yesterday about the need to hit the ground running on day one.
New Yorkers are rightfully an impatient people. We want this transition to be a time where we can do the work of preparation so that January 1st is not the day where I'm asking myself, I wonder who's going to be my first deputy mayor, right. Or I wonder who's going to be running my OMB, or I wish I had staff so that we could have done the vetting of the 70,000 applicants from our portal. The first year is a critical time.
Oh,
one of Mamdani's early.
So that's what he's asking for money for. He wants us to give him $75 a piece so he can hire people to vet people for applications for positions on his administration. Man, listen, if you don't use some of that money that your daddy got and some of them other people gave you, you don't get the hell out of here trying to get $75 from people that's already broke. Man, you better get the hell out of here. When you running for office, oh my God, I really need to. I love capitalism. I love making money and doing branding and stuff like that. So I am not going to be good in office because y'all going to be like, oh, Bugatti doing kickbacks and stuff like that. It might seem like that too because I'm that type of guy. Hey, if you don't do this for us, we ain't going to do this. And then I don't know, the money ain't, I don't know. And people, it'll be a little much for me, a little reach for me to do it. I've been thinking about it though. I just wanted to wait a little gap in between Eric Adams. You get it? You get it? Had to wait a little gap between Eric Adams. So now when they be like, oh my God, this guy is so, then I step in like, here I go, New York all my life. I'll be the mayor, because that's who I actually would like to be, the controller or something like that. I like to be the mayor of New York. Ooh, would people be mad at me? Come on, get some more police out here. Yo, what's up, man? I thought you was, yeah, you did, didn't you? You too, come on now. Okay, let's go. Oh man, they be mad at me. You worse than Giuliani was. Yep, sure am. Get him. Let's go. That'll be the new thing on a police car. That'll say, get him. I'll do the old school way. Let me tell you how it was back in the day. One day I was walking up the street. I got stories. I was walking up the street and I looked up the block and I saw a bus at the end of Manhattan Avenue and 107th Street, right? It was parked right in the middle of the street and I was blocking off the block. And then I looked up the block and there was another bus on the corner of Columbus Avenue and it was police in the street. And the police was like this: everybody on this side of the street, get on that bus. Everybody on that side of the street, y'all get on that bus. And they locked up everybody on the block. You talking about the biggest sweep I ever saw. People just minding their business. People just outside. Come on, gotta go, gotta go. Everybody went. You know what that did? Next day, people wasn't just hanging outside like that for no reason, doing all types of sneaky stuff. And I get what y'all saying. Oh, people need to be free. But yeah, a lot of people was doing a lot of negative stuff on 107th Street between Manhattan and between Columbus Avenue and Manhattan Avenue back in that time. Trust me, YTC, you guys look it up. Tito, Chango, Yellow Top, it was going down on that block. We got to keep on moving forward though, because we ain't over here to talk about my old stories and stuff that I got. We're going to go over to Wisconsin, where we got this man. No, we're going to get up off of Mamdani. We had enough of you already, bro. Because you don't even understand what's going on in the city right now, and you think you slick trying to get $75 from everybody to vet people that you need to get jobs. That's crazy right there. You should have been did that and found some other way to get it going. Wisconsin, we got this man accused in this Kenosha scam. Seniors, I need you guys to be careful about stuff like this. I love to make sure that we got certain stories in the kitty that educate people as well, and not just, talk about and all this politics and things like that. I like to put some fat on our brains at the same time too. Who over there, Liberty and Justice? Jay, what's up? Oh, we got a clown? Y'all about to spike somebody? See, y'all about to spike somebody, huh? All right, let's keep on moving forward. I want you guys to also understand, again, let's be aware of situations like this. And if you have like family members, aunts, or great uncles and stuff like that, y'all got to watch out for them, because those are the types of people that scammers prey on.
Now to the global gold scam, one that's hit Wisconsin pretty hard. An Illinois man turned himself in, charged with helping scam a Kenosha woman out of her retirement savings and her house. Deputies arrested Chintan Thacker after an initial court appearance that he voluntarily showed up for. 12 News investigative reporter James Stratton reports.
Walking into court voluntarily Wednesday, 44-year-old Chintan Thacker. Prosecutors charging him with 2 felonies, accused of scamming a Kenosha woman.
We are aware of the maximum potential penalties.
The victim in the case, who asked us not to share her name, said someone claiming to be a federal agent convinced her to transfer her life savings to gold and to give it to them to keep it safe.
They're ruining the lives of us seniors. It's senior exploitation. It's abuse. They're ruining our lives.
Prosecutors say Thacker and another man, Jagdish Kumar Nandani, were getting orders from a WhatsApp group from overseas to pick up the gold.
This group was used to communicate instructions for pickups and provided photographs of money, gold, and victim information.
Nandani, according to police, was the pickup man and admitted to picking up gold in Kenosha. Prosecutors say she lost more than $472,000. She says she later sold her house to pay more. A criminal complaint says Thacker let Nandani use his vehicle for gold pickups. His attorney fighting the charges.
There's nothing that alleges or provides probable cause to believe that my client was involved in any way with the case that is charged here in Kenosha County.
A court commissioner disagreed and kept the case going, setting a $25,000 bond.
When the bond is set, he's going to have, everybody's has to be taken into custody.
Thacker's attorney said he has enough to post that cash bail. Walking in on his own power and out with deputies, booked and photographed.
They just came into my life and blew it up.
Even though
$25,000 bail, his lawyer was like, oh yeah, $475,000 that he stole from her. Of course he got $25,000 for bail. Soon as they set the bail, he was like, yeah, we got that.
Deputies took Thacker into custody. Police say the man who showed up to that victim's house in Kenosha to pick up the gold is still on the run. A warrant still out for Jagdish Kumar Nandani. In Kenosha, I'm James Stratton, WISN 12 News.
Thacker's attorney had no comment for 12 News today. We've been investigating this global gold bar scam that's sweeping the country. Here in Wisconsin, a 12 News tally shows 56 victims have lost more than $18 million.
Y'all think it's not serious? I'm gonna tell you how they do it. It's very simple. It's not even hard. You guys can almost imagine how they do it. They get the older person on the phone and they convince them that the monetary in the bank is not safe. You should not be keeping your money in the bank because it's not safe. Can I have your email address? Start sending them all sorts of emails about different propaganda and crap that's probably going on with the banks that they probably took from somewhere. And then next thing you know, they keep on talking to them, keep on talking. You know what you need to do is put your money in gold bars. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Now if you want to be safe, you need to move it to a safe place. We know somebody that, and if they already got them that far and they believe them, yeah. Next thing you know, they have them doing stupid stuff like that, using their own car to rob them. And then when homeboy got locked up, they said, oh, well, $25,000 bail, which is a slap on the wrist. Old lady there, dead broke, $475,000 in debt, and she already put up a house to continue paying more. So $25,000 of her own money now. And he paying a lawyer with that. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. This is sheer nonsense. I can't even believe stuff like this happens, but the only way to prevent it from happening is letting more people know about what's going on. And believe it or not, they're falling for it because they go for the security route. Well, they're not really asking me for my money. They're just telling me to transfer it out of cash and put it in gold. And now they're going to feel nervous because they're elderly. They got that gold sitting in their house. You got to be careful now. You got all the gold. Now we're going to come and make sure you're safe. Therein lies the mind trap. Keep on moving forward, you guys. Told you, and they good at it. They good at it. We got to get on over to some more information from Trump. This is when he addressed the National Guard following the pow-powing, but there's much more inside of this speech that I wanted to get out of it. So let's take what we can. Let's go.
In a monstrous ambush-style attack just steps away from the White House. They'd been deputized as part of the most successful public safety and national security mission in the history of our nation's capital, the D.C. Safe and Beautiful Task Force, which has achieved an unprecedented reduction in violent crime and crimes of all type. This heinous assault was an act of evil, an act of hatred, and an act of terror. It was a crime against our entire nation. It was a crime against humanity. The hearts of all Americans tonight are with those two members of the West Virginia National Guard and their families. The love of our entire country is pouring out for them, and we are lifting them up in our prayers. As we are filled with anguish and grief for those who were shot We're also filled with righteous anger and ferocious resolve. As President of the United States,
Good morning, Sandra
I am determined
Jefferson.
to ensure that the animal who perpetrated this atrocity pays the steepest possible price.
And what's that?
I can report tonight that based on the best available information, the Department of Homeland Security is confident that the suspect in custody is a foreigner who entered our country from Afghanistan, a hellhole on earth. He was flown in by the Biden administration in September 2021 on those infamous flights that everybody was talking about. Nobody knew who was coming in. Nobody knew anything about it. His status was extended under legislation signed by President Biden, a disastrous president, the worst in the history of our country.
Damn,
This
you know how to
attack
tear you
underscores
down, boy.
the single greatest national security threat facing our nation.
Now, if anybody know how to tear you down, it's President Trump, boy. He said the worst in the history of our country. And how many of you guys agree that President Biden was the worst in the history of our country? Thumbs up if you agree with President Trump that Biden was the worst president in the history of the country. Thumbs down if you don't agree with him. We got to move over to France. Yes, I watch her show. I actually like her show. I don't watch every episode, but Candace Owens, I actually do appreciate a lot of her episodes. Look at that, a whole bunch of thumbs up. We got a situation going on over here with Candace Owens, and I'm telling you guys right now, I saw a lot of clips. I only got one person with a thumbs down. Okay, a lot of people, or 2 thumbs down. Okay, some people don't agree. Okay, I love it. Love when you guys give your opinions over there. That's dope. It's dope. He's starting to get passionate about Joe Biden the way that he was about Barack Obama. Exactly, right? You're right about that. But we got to get over to France because Candace Owens claims that the Macrons are plotting a pow-powing, and she says that she has proof. Candace Owens, I've already heard about 2 different sources that are actually saying the same information right here, and she's very nervous about it. So the Macrons allegedly probably put a price on her head. I see you guys over there, y'all agree that Biden was the worst. A lot of you don't. If you don't agree, the people with the thumbs down, who do you think that was the worst president? I guarantee you I know who you guys are going to put. Keep on going. I'm going to read it too.
Commentator and conspiracy theorist Candace Owens believes French President Emmanuel Macron and his wife Brigitte Macron are plotting to assassinate her, according to an outlandish, lengthy tweet she fired off over the weekend. 2 days ago, I was contacted by a high-ranking employee of the French government. After determining this person's position and proximity to the French couple, I have deemed the information they gave me to be credible enough to share publicly in the event that something happens. In short, this person claims that the Macrons have executed upon and paid for my assassination, she wrote on November 22nd. In the post, Owens went on to claim she was told formalized assassination plans were greenlit to be executed by a team in the elite French Special Ops Unit, National Gendarmerie Intervention Group, while making sure to specify that there was 1 Israeli among the alleged assassination squad. She also warned in the post that the supposed assassination plot also endangers French independent journalist Xavier Broussard, who has also vehemently peddled conspiracy theories about the gender and sexuality of Brigitte Macron.
So basically what they're trying to say is Brigitte Macron is Brian Macron, basically. Y'all do me a favor. And I agree with everybody that's in the chat right now, all of the co-hosts as well as the family. Can we go ahead and get those likes up to make it make sense? Because the ends are not justifying the means right now. We don't ask for money because we know it's hard out here for a pimp. We don't ask for money. We understand. And the first is right around the corner, so we get it. So we don't ask for no money because we got some Bustelo in the kitchen. But we really would appreciate if we can get those likes up, because what that does is it gets YouTube to send up the notification and it sends more people over here. You guys, that's what we're trying to do over here. 200 likes, y'all. Come on, let's get those likes up right now. Come on, y'all can do that. Well, we got 100 and something, and we got about 900 people in the building. I mean, I appreciate the love, but I want to make sure that we're putting together a good show for everybody. And guess what? It's just starting. So whoever gonna leave, I feel for you. It's about to go down. Let's go.
Owens later posted that she has evidence to support her claims, including names and international accounts through which money was exchanged, and that she has informed the federal government and the White House of what she called the French and Israeli assassination plot. In her initial post, she also claimed that Charlie Kirk's assassin was allegedly connected to the French government, saying she was told he had trained with a French brigade, which she wrote was not a coincidence in a later post. And while many of the comments went on to call the lengthy tirade bat crazy or a psychiatric breakdown in real time, Telegram founder Pavel Durov chimed in on Owen's allegations of France's involvement in Kirk's death, calling them entirely plausible. Durov cited the Turning Point USA founder's previous comments about Macron's France, specifically referencing an occasion in which Kirk called for the country to drop charges against him or face 300% tariffs from the US. Durov was arrested in France in August of 2024 over several alleged organized crime offenses, as well as failing to combat the dissemination of criminal content on the messaging app. He was under strict travel supervision from the country until it was lifted earlier this month. Owen's slew of allegations comes amid a lengthy feud between the conspiracy theorist and the French president and first lady. The couple has been afflicted for years since Emmanuel Macron's presidential win in 2017 by unsubstantiated conspiracy theories being spread online, most notably by Owens, claiming Brigitte is a transgender woman who was initially born a man named Jean-Michel Trogneux, which is the name of Brigitte's brother. After she was slapped with a defamation lawsuit by the Macrons in July, Owens doubled down on her comments about the French First Lady.
You were born a man and you will die a man. Ooh. That's the point I'm making.
Ooh.
So give us a sample. I'll send my doctors to take your blood. Figure it out real quick, however you want to go about this. Hey, how about just giving us some pictures again of you growing up, raising your children? That would be fine.
In January, Owens ran an 8-part podcast series in which she made the wild...
How dare her talk about me like that? Send the people, get her, put the money out where you need to take care of it. That's probably how that went down over there, boy. And Candace got a whole bunch more following than me. So she was tight when she saw that. She said, oh, my bad, he was tight. Looking like something off of Planet of the Apes. What the hell, man, you the president of France? And you walking around with that? A female Cornelius? Man, little model like that. What the hell he doing with Cornelius, the female version? What's the name of that ape that's on Planet of the Apes, the female one? I'm sorry. All you gotta do is make her a blonde, and there you go right there. What the hell? Like he going to play golf somewhere, then his grandmother coming with him. What the hell going on, brother? Man, listen, he must have something real, he must owe them some money. Or maybe her family put some money behind his back and something. Or his family. Or maybe he liked older men. Let me stop.
Claims about the couple, who met when Brigitte was the future French leader's school teacher in 1993. She was 39 and he was 15 at the time. I believe that Emmanuel Macron is a homosexual man that was groomed from his youth, Owen said in one of the episodes. I believe the individual who groomed him is now his wife. I believe his wife was born Jean-Michel Trogneux and transitioned in his early 30s, and I believe that the entire state is colluding to protect that secret, she said.
He was like, touche, send them, get that black bitch, get that black bitch.
Owens is no stranger to controversy. She has repeatedly courted outrage with anti-Semitic remarks, minimizing Hitler's ambitions, as well as defending Kanye West's social media posts. She has also amplified a grab bag of conspiracy theories, such as questioning the moon landing and promoting COVID-19 vaccine misinformation.
Yeah, I saw her tear the moon landing thing up the other day. Like, how was somebody on the moon? Who was holding the camera? How you on the moon? Who's holding the camera? No, they sent the cameraman up first. So shouldn't the cameraman be considerably actually the first man to step foot on the moon and not Neil Armstrong? I'm talking about, man, Candace be having you thinking like, wait a minute, kind of makes sense. And how the hell they get that Jeep up there? They just sent the Jeep up there, right? They just sent the Jeep. Let's keep on moving forward, y'all. Let's go. And look here, all my people in the comments, I am not racist at all. I have friends that are Russian. I have friends that are Jewish. I have friends that are Italian. Y'all know I got a whole bunch of Italian friends because I sound like them. When I'm talking to them on the phone, I'll be like, damn, I sound just like y'all. So, because sometimes when we curse, I love the way that they curse. I love it. Because it's like a regular sentence. Yeah, and then I'll be talking, saying my stuff, and then when I say something about black people, and I like, I rib a little bit. They love the fact that I could play with it. They be like, oh, that's cool. And I love people, so it's like I love everybody to be comfortable around me. We'll have a good time if you guys ever come to hang out with me. Imagine all of us just hanging out, a big crowd of people, and I'm just there talking to everybody, and we just hanging out, a big room or something like that. That'd be cool. What if we got to that point one time? I'd like that. I'd love to meet every single one of y'all and just try my best to be just like this. We're going to keep on moving back over to Florida, where we got these survivors of the Jeffrey Epstein sexual abuse. They bond together on this PSA. We got to keep on moving forward now. We getting into it, you guys. We going to work. It's time to get to work. Epstein survivors call on Congress to release all files in the PSA. That's right. I know this is probably some old info, but I like to hear the people speak. I love to hear when the survivors have their day to talk. Try to give them as much platform as possible. Because they didn't have a voice before.
I suffered so much pain. So much pain. So much pain. I suffered so much pain. I was 14 years old. I was 16 years old. I was 16. 17. 14 years old.
And I keep doing this because I want you guys to remember who's sitting inside that jail cell and they trying to let out. Don't forget about Ghislaine Maxwell trying to get a pardon.
Pain. So much pain. So much pain.
Trying to get a pardon.
I suffered so much pain.
She don't deserve one.
I was 14 years old. I was 16 years old. I was 16. 17. 14 years old. This is me. This was me. This is me when I met Jeffrey Epstein. This is me when I met Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people in the comments say stuff about, well, a lot of them got paid off. A lot of them blah, 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 blah. When you're 14, 15, 16, and 17, you influenced by the stupidest stuff. Especially when you have a known pedophile working on you, and then you got this other Mary Poppins sort of a woman acting like everything is okay, guiding you through everything. She should not get out. They need to take her out the minimum and put her back in the max with the big roaches.
There are about 1,000 of us. It's time to bring the secrets out of the shadows. It's time to shine a light into the darkness.
Five administrations and we're still in the dark. Somebody in the comments says something very smart. And I look at, that's why I love my new attitude. Because I used to be like, oh, what you saying that for? I don't know how this person is saying that. They could be saying it this way. Well, where were their parents at? And you're right. Where were their parents? And it also leads me over to the Itza gate. Ah, the parents, right? Where was Paris Hilton's parents? How was Ghislaine actually able to meet with Paris Hilton? And how was Virginia able to hook up with allegedly Paris Hilton's father? Oh, you ain't know? Oh, you ain't know? Yeah, very small circle. And one thing I do like about, don't think I'm a hater, certain person that says, I don't look at coincidences as coincidences. Coincidences, when it's at a certain level, it's not a coincidence. Straight up and down. So that person that said, where were their parents? What do you mean where their parents were at? They was down with it. How about that? Let's just call it what it was. Similar to the R. Kelly case. Huh? Yeah. Giving your daughter over to this guy for music or whatever like that, allegedly, and you already know what he had going on. I'm going to tell you guys a story real fast. My god sister has another little sister. Her name starts with a K. We were very young, and I'm going to just go there. It's during the time when Michael Jackson had a doll, and he had a glove. He had a glitter suit, and Michael Jackson had a glove, and it was glitter. I remember that. I came and I said, you guys have a Michael Jackson doll? They said, yeah. And it had a glove on it. I said, yeah, I can't believe this. Right after that, a few years later, she said, guess who came up to McDonald's talking to all the girls in the parking lot? I said, who? Said R. Kelly. I said, yeah, whatever. So yeah, he left with one of the girls too, and she told me the nasty stuff that he did to her. I said, yeah, whatever. And that was in, 80, maybe like 90 something, 93, 94. I'm going there, y'all, real talk. Before all that, I'm talking about public announcement, R. Kelly. I'm talking about that one. Yeah, I ain't believe it, but hey, sometimes you never know what you're gonna get. Like that white man that said, oh, P. Diddy used to pay me to plah with Cassie. He was like, man, listen, Cassie don't want to deal with you. Next thing you know, dun, dun, dun. Yeah, really was real. So sometimes, shut up until you get the whole information, y'all. Just shut up and don't say nothing. Just, yes, mind blowing, straight up and down. Let's get on over to this Jeffrey Epstein information right here that I was just telling you guys about. We're going to start peeling a piece of this onion back over here because there's a lot of people that were involved. And yes, this is what I do. I go back a year ago. I'll go back 2 years ago. I'll go back 5 years ago because information has to make sense to the category of what you're talking about. Also, it needs to be able to be sourced. That's what we do as well. We don't just fart ball and wait for whatever we getting on the surface over here. We go digging.
Investigative journalist Lee Fong wrote yesterday, Epstein sent many rambling emails suggesting projects with Bill Gates. Asked to prep presentations for new Gates-backed foundation, $100 million minimum investment, expanding on exchanging prior Gates-related interests.
So how you going to just tell Bill Gates, look, I'm sending something over there, it's going to cost $100 million to make? Oh, yeah? Who going to do that? Can I send Bill Gates a proposal saying it's going to cost $100 million to do, like forcing him to do it? That's a little bit of, he must have something on top of him to make him want to get behind something like that. This is stuff I'm talking about. You got to look at the instance to understand what's going on the other side of it. Look, man, I got this picture of you with such and such. Yeah, all sorts of possible ways. I'm not saying this is a fact. I'm saying possibilities. Just telling you guys. Now check this out. Let's go.
Like vaccines and maternal care. In one of those emails from February 25th, 2011, Epstein reportedly wrote, Gates guy here today, no reporters, I took care of that, stay calm and focused, we need to speak, I am staying until very late tonight, seeing Gates read donor on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Wednesday set aside for 2-3 hours to discuss exactly this.
This comes as more information on Epstein's dealings are coming to light amid JP Morgan's fresh accusations over
also his relationships with high-powered people that he was connecting to JP Morgan, right? So now there's a big thing going on into JP Morgan, right? So whoever those people were that were Epstein's friends that he connected to JP Morgan, now they're investigating them because that's how the money was flowing. Yeah, let's talk about the money now. Let's get into it.
ties to the accused sex offender, Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, so these are, filings from this JP Morgan Virgin Islands lawsuit. So just more and more emails from JP Morgan officials, Epstein talking about it, just all the influential, important people with lots of money that Epstein was connecting to government officials at the island, to the bank as well. And his ongoing kind of relationship with Gates, which is, these messages to Gates people are 2011. So that's after he's already a known sex offender.
How did this man get so rich? How did Jeffrey Epstein actually get rich? Did he sell a building? Did he get rich like Trump? What did he actually do to get rich? I don't even care no more, y'all. I think he blackmailed a whole bunch of people. Yeah, you gonna send me 100 million. I need you to send me 50. I need you to send me la da 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 da, blah, blah, blah. But I ain't trying to say he ain't smart in certain tactics that he did, certain things like that. But even, we already debunked the fact that he was talking about he was a brain neurological surgeon. We know that he was a teacher in school and college or whatever like that. But what about investments and stuff like that? Where, that's actually what he did. Got the money for rich people, put it into investments, bought islands, and did more freaky stuff on that level to entertain those freaky, nasty people. Kept on getting more video and pictures on people and kept on using it worldwide and global to level up. And I also think that the parents of these people, like you guys asked me, I ain't trying to say that they was being negligent, because some of them was, but a lot of them were complicit. Yeah, because of the money.
been convicted. He got his house arrest or whatever kind of deal he got for sexual misconduct with underage girls. So you can't say, oh, I didn't know. It was known. It was known by then. There's some joking about Miley Cyrus, who at the time of this is 15. She's a Disney star at the time. So that's again, a clear inclination of an awareness of it.
Disney? Huh?
Exactly the kind of thing Epstein goes for. It's disgusting.
Yeah. I think
Very
it's
disgusting.
It's a bit of a lens into what the world is like for bankers in America at the very high level. The emails that Li Fong posted to Twitter, you have one from a Mary Erdoes at jpmorgan.com official email to an unknown person saying, obviously they're at a party. This is, really late at night. The first email is about 8:30. This has turned into a cheesy broker fest. Totally not cool. The only cool people here are at Glenn's table, same as bat mitzvah. So maybe they've known each other for some time. The response is at 1:20 a.m. Epstein there with Miley Cyrus. And so this is like official JP Morgan emails where this exchange is happening. Was Epstein actually there with Miley Cyrus? We don't know. But the fact that they made the joke shows that these bankers on their JP Morgan emails are comfortable joking about the billionaire being out with young girls.
They were comfortable joking about a lot of really sketchy stuff.
All right, you guys. Now we're talking about being complicit. Now we're talking about the billionaires. Now we're talking about funneling the dough. Now we're talking about a possibility of him easily getting money. Easy. All you gotta do is send it through my JP Morgan account. I just hooked you up with this person over here. Hey, full circle. And whoever want to get freaky deaky, he's gonna facilitate it. Keep on moving forward, you guys. Washington, Representative James Comer building a case against Hillary and Bill Clinton in a desperate attempt to try to get them to come and talk before Congress. I don't think it's gonna happen myself. They're gonna try to find a way to wiggle out of this real quick.
Goodness. Joining us now for more, the chairman of the House Oversight Committee.
Come on, man.
Kentucky Congressman James Comer. Mr. Chairman, great to have you on tonight. We appreciate you being here. Several of your colleagues on the left, you just heard it, the violent rhetoric used to describe the National Guard. You can censure in the House. You can remove members from committees like your committee. What are you going to do, if anything, here?
Well, look, I mean, this is a pattern of behavior.
Talking about the security breach.
The worst time of year. Again, we're going to continue to say this. Here are the facts that we have. We're going to say this because they're not going to. This is not going to be in paragraph 1 of the New York Times tomorrow morning.
I didn't have it queued up.
A Muslim Afghani
I didn't have it queued up. Sorry. Now we're here. We got it now. Come on, let's go.
Except two, Bill and Hillary Clinton.
There we go.
What are they so afraid of? Why are they refusing to testify?
Gotcha. I have no idea. And the Democrats on the Oversight Committee, they aren't doing anything to help get the Clintons in. They voted when that motion was made to subpoena all these people that were mentioned with Epstein, Republicans and Democrats. The Democrats quickly voted for it and then acted like the subpoena only applied to Republicans. Look, this is a bipartisan investigation. It's supposed to be. This is a bipartisan issue. The American people want answers, and the victims want accountability, and all the Democrats are focused.
Look at that conversation right there between Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, and Bill Clinton. Now, that already goes to show you, I mean, they're in the picture together. Trump's in many pictures with him as well. But 280 flights with him? Why you on the plane so much? Why you going to his island so much? What's going on with that?
Focused on is Donald Trump. And Bill Clinton has never answered a single question about Epstein other than saying he never had anything to do with Epstein, when we all know that wasn't true, that Maxwell was at Chelsea Clinton's wedding. I'm not accusing Bill Clinton of any wrongdoing, but I find it odd that Democrat attorneys general have answered questions. Donald Trump answers questions every day from the media about Epstein. Bill Clinton has never said anything.
Those pictures we were just showing were of Jeffrey Epstein at the White House visiting Bill Clinton. That's the White House. That's the green room. Jeff visited the White House when Clinton was president 17 times. What do you think they were talking about?
17 times.
Stocks? Maybe. I doubt it. A quick one. I've got 10 seconds. Look, they locked up Peter Navarro for refusing a congressional subpoena. Why not do the same thing to Bill and Hillary?
Mike
Why
said
not do the exact same thing?
Several times.
I've talked to leadership. I want to do the same thing. We will hold them in contempt of Congress. We will throw the book at them, and the Department of Justice can handle that accordingly.
Wow.
We've given Bill Clinton every opportunity and his attorneys every opportunity to answer questions from the House Oversight Committee, and they continue to delay and punt. And the delay tactics are over. I've been very public about this, and this is something that I think the House leadership will have my back on. We expect Bill and Hillary Clinton to answer basic questions like everyone else, from Bill Barr to Merrick Garland to Donald Trump to Alex Acosta have done, but not the Clintons. We'll hear from the Clintons, or they're going to face the same fate that Navarro faced.
And the clock is ticking. Who knows if Republicans will be in power in the House after the midterms? It's very possible, but if it doesn't happen, you got about 11 months to go, sir. So we'll be watching. Thank you. James Comer.
Thank you.
But that doesn't mean that the Democrats shouldn't keep it going, no? Or does that mean that they possibly have something to hide? Why would Jeffrey Epstein feel so comfortable to get a portrait painted of Bill Clinton dressed in a blue dress? Why would he feel that comfortable to have him dressed in a blue dress like this? They're saying somebody else posed for it, of course, but he put his face on it, and it's in his house. So that must mean he got something on him. Powerful corruption, just like somebody said, at a high level. Y'all know what's going on. That's why I like y'all. Y'all not stupid. Do me a favor, y'all. Double tap that screen to get those likes so we can get more people over here, because it ain't over. Thought y'all ain't like the beat? Nope, party ain't over. Now, information. Jeffrey Epstein, the Black Books Review, Chris Rock, Richard Branson, others. Couple of other people that's involved in this situation. Also, people that you can't forget about, Woody Allen. Come on.
The Daily Mail released a cache of documents today exposing the extent of Jeffrey Epstein's close connections with celebrities and elites. The Daily Mail got a hold of never-before-seen emails detailing the disgraced financier's private calendars and communication that included past presidents, prime ministers, and billionaires like Bill Gates, Peter Thiel, Facebook's early investor Sean Parker, and other prominent names.
Epstein's estate gave the files to the U.S. Virgin Islands government. The Daily Mail obtained the files and broke down who and how the people were involved. I'm looking at this article. This is Irina Shayk, Chris Rock, Richard Branson, Peter Thiel, as mentioned, Jeff Koons, Mariah Carey's ex, Jamie Dimon, the chief executive of JP Morgan, who is part of this legal dispute.
How does he keep on popping up? How does JP Morgan keep on popping up with
the Virgin Islands?
Right. So the question is how much JP Morgan and implicitly Jamie Dimon were aware of why and how Epstein was using the bank to facilitate the financial transfers that facilitated these crimes, the pedophilia, the arrangement of meetups with these young girls, all of this kind of thing. And so having this private address book that shows kind of an intimate look at his efforts to reach out to various public figures, to talk to them, to rehabilitate.
Again, all I'm asking, not asking for no money, because I know it's hot out here for a pimp. But come on now, you know we turning up this Saturday morning on our bottom line. We almost at 60,000 subscribers. We're right there, you guys. If y'all feel like becoming a member, I'd appreciate it. I'd love to go to the back office today and see it say 60,000 subscribers. That means I've been doing my work and you guys appreciate me. Only reason I do it. We don't really care about the dough. We really care about those numbers right there and making sure that you guys are entertained with good, updated content. And we make sure we try to give y'all the best that we can every single day. So if y'all appreciate it, the fact that we up doing this, piling this information up, appreciate it. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen and get those likes up. And please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.
Facilitate his public image, all after he had already spent an 18-month prison term for pedophilia, is particularly revealing, especially since there are these emails back and forth to JP Morgan figures like Jess Staley, who I think we talked about in another segment, who's been a center point of some of these investigations.
Right. There's also a lot more with the Prince Andrew situation here. Shows evidence of meeting with Prince Andrew and his ex-wife, Sarah Ferguson, that Epstein had very intimate, detailed knowledge of their finances, maybe more. In a scheduling entry for March 3rd, 2010, Epstein's assistant wrote, still need to try and schedule the Duchess for Tuesday or Wednesday.
That's why Ferguson felt so comfortable to ask him to loan her, what was that, $40,000 or $100,000? Because he basically was dealing with their finances.
And moreover, so apparently Epstein was also trying to persuade JP Morgan to work with Bill Gates on a $100 million fund for elite donors and a crunch meeting that was taking place back in 2011. And so remember, this is coming at the same time that we just found out about the story where he was basically blackmailing Bill Gates over having an affair with someone who was of age and consensual and all of that. And Bill Gates just recently came out and said, I did it to get out from under, I think, the more heavy accusations of it being
that he might
associated with.
Yes.
Exactly.
Sometimes it's like, you know what, since my wife's going to find out, you guys know how to play Rand. You want to try to keep on getting money from him because he was probably already paying him so much. Got tired of it. Bill Gates said, you know what, I'm going to tell my wife myself. And next thing you know, divorce. What did she tell him before that? Stay away from Jeffrey Epstein. And Lord knows what he probably told her afterward that we don't know about. You think that Jeffrey didn't still probably send her emails or send her some contact? Like, okay, I'm not going to deal with your husband no more, but look at this. Keep on moving forward, you guys.
Exactly, but it's interesting to see here Epstein trying to kind of work on Bill Gates's behalf in these financial contexts, when at the same time, apparently, he had this hold over some of these figures as a consequence of blackmailing them. So it does present an interesting picture. Are we going to find out that some of these figures that he has relationships with had these kind of coercive relationships the way that Bill Gates had? At what point did it become coercive as opposed to a voluntary relationship where they had...
No, you don't understand. It was always this. It was always this. Oh, I'm going to have to do this deal with you, and if you don't want this to get out, I think you're going to go ahead and make that deal happen. And everybody that went into that massage room and did the happy ending, oh yeah, he had it all on video. And he made sure that he let you know that he had it on video too.
Mutually beneficial business interests with each other. Why is someone like Bill Gates needing to have someone like Jeffrey Epstein, who is not a financial expert in any way, advocating on his behalf for donations and working with the bank in this way? It is a very curious picture that's being painted.
David Blaine, the magician, as well. Apparently, their schedule says that in June 2013, the schedule says David Blaine will stop by toward the end of the dinner. Maybe he just appears there.
I was gonna say maybe.
He said maybe he just appears. Just so you guys know, somebody claimed to have had intercourse with a magician.
Wishes the story would disappear. I'm sorry. I mean,
you gotta laugh. It is, or you cry. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing.
It's amazing his level of connection to just influential, famous people.
Because remember, he started out by first insinuating himself into a job as a teacher at New York prep school Dalton.
That's it.
Having
then
no qualifications to even to have that job.
Millions and millions and millions of dollars as a stock broker type person, money manipulator, money mover.
Bear Stearns.
Makes an absolute killing, and then uses that.
He robbed somebody.
That money to buy his way into high society and has connections with. I mean, it's incredible that.
And he preyed on the elite's evil parts. He preyed on all the negativities and all of the stuff that he knew that they would like, because there's going to be some real nasty people out there that's going to be okay with the way that he lives. Well, thank you so much, Rebecca Lanya and Bueno. Oh, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. I know I must be working right now. Got Rebecca up in there tipping, boy. Woo! Everybody, that's right. Show Rebecca some love for the $4.99 super chat with the fox over there getting busy. Thank you so much. Let's keep on moving forward now, because we got a rough guy. Yeah, this is the driver of that stolen Camaro that caused the crash with the people on I-35. I want you guys to see this nonsense right here. We're coming up out of this crazy right now. We got to keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. And he looked like Honestly, this reminds me again of Grand Theft Auto. The kids that play video games and they step out of the game and start acting out what they're doing in the game in real life. Let's keep it going, y'all. Let's double tap that screen. Let's go. This is the driver that stole a Camaro that caused the crash.
Ethan, what happened? 5 people died. Are you sorry? Where have you been the last 4 months? Were you the one holding the gun?
You look mad. Are you mad? Nothing?
What happened then?
What do you mean? You have
This is your chance
I ain't got nothing to do with that. He said, so why you in handcuffs? He said, why you look mad?
to tell your side. You have nothing to say.
Say something.
Where have you been the last 4 months? 5 people died.
Where you been the last 4 months? So they got him, y'all.
How do you feel about it?
This is your last chance to say your side, Ethan.
Five people lost their lives due to that. You gonna have your day in court? You gonna have your day in court, buddy. You gonna have to speak, or you gonna have to, or they gonna have to do something, because that's not a Fed case; it's a state case. So guess what? We gonna find out what's going on with that. The same way we just found out about this crazy situation right here. It always seems like, I don't know. I'm just gonna say, if I can't trust you on one end, how could I trust you on the other? Because if you're supposed to be someone that's trusted to give me trustful and forthright information, and I find out that you're a thief or you're not giving the right information in another aspect of your life, how could I possibly trust you? What do you mean you section off that part when you do this? Impossible. The reason I'm saying that right now is because we got this person right here. She's been arrested with an arrest warrant that's been issued for the Miss Universe CEO owner. So how could I, if she's been arrested for like embezzlement or theft or anything that has to do with lying, how could you actually trust the Miss Universe pageant if it's built up on grounds and a person like that? That's what I'm basically trying to say. Let's check this story out real quick, you guys. Check this out.
The Miss Universe pageant is dealing with another controversy. Days after Miss Mexico, Fatima Bosch Fernandez accepted her crown in the 2025 beauty competition, Jaka Fong and Jacques Jutatip, whose company JKN Global Group co-owns the organization with Endeavor, has had a warrant issued for her arrest regarding a 2023 fraud case. A Thailand court confirmed to The Independent November 26th that a warrant had been issued for Anne after she failed to make an appearance at a hearing in Bangkok South District Court November 25th after being released on bail for the 2023 fraud charge. A statement from the court confirmed the Miss Universe co-owner did not communicate ahead of her absence and was deemed a, quote, flight risk. The court statement, per The Independent, noted that Jacques Jutatip and her company had been sued by Rawiyat Mashamadal after allegedly selling him corporate bonds. The plaintiff alleged that he had been defrauded of over 30 million baht, equivalent to around $930,362. Amid the legal proceedings, the businesswoman had stepped down from formal positions at JKN, although she remains the company's largest shareholder. JKN denied in a statement November 24th that she had fled the country, but did not immediately address the arrest warrant. E! News has reached out to the Miss Universe organization as well as Anne, but has not yet heard back.
Sure that's a woman? Sure looking like a pan-faced half-man tran to me. Lord have mercy.
Her legal issue comes amid a troubling time for Miss Universe. On November 24th, fourth runner-up in the 2025 competition, Olivia Yase, renounced her title of Miss Universe 2025 Africa and Oceania, noting she must stay, quote, true.
All right, don't need to be showing me no bikinis and all of this other stuff, because I'm going to stop forgetting what the story's about. You already know. It's too early in the morning. Y'all ever heard about that morning oud? Yeah, man, don't start showing your boy Bugatti, nothing like that. But like I was talking about, the whole, the point of the story is this. I could not trust anybody on any accord if you've already been deemed fraudulent in any aspect. Also want to tell you guys this. You know how it is. We smart out here. People will tell you who they are. We just don't listen. You've been in that situation with that girl or that guy where you know he wasn't no good or she wasn't no good. 6 months down the line, next thing you know, it don't work. And then the same sort of situation that they explained to you that happened, but they blamed on somebody else, is what just happened to y'all relationship. But like to keep ourselves blind to situations. We don't say nothing about it or act like we don't hear nothing because we want to have the fun. You know what they say, y'all? Ignorance is bliss. Sometimes you just say, you know what, whatever. I know she ain't no good or he ain't no good for me, but I like bad, 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 bad boys. They make me feel so good. Knew you would. Y'all know how it is. Yeah, he gonna be home soon. You know how Pam used to be. He ain't never steal from me. Y'all know how it is. But he good in another category. Or homeboy, you know how it is. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you go to work, you come home, she needs some more money, she want to go out, it's Friday, she's like, all right, so now give me my allowance. I'm like, wait a minute, I gave you money all week, it's the same person. Yeah, but I still needs mine. You guys know it. That's just how life is and how relationships are sometimes. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because we got this fun thing on, and I'm tired of people not saying it the right way. Don't say it in a way that it's not fully pronunciated. You have to say thuntha, 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 D-U-N-T. Very simple. We got this unruly passenger who opens the door and deploys the emergency side of a KLM flight. This flight was about to take off, and he decided that he wanted to get off the plane while it was about to taxi off the runway. Check this out.
Thanksgiving travel rush is on with millions on the move. Travelers will try to make it to their holiday destinations in time for Turkey Day tomorrow. Everybody hopes for smooth sailing after the wet weather yesterday slowed down travelers.
The weather wasn't the only problem in Atlanta's airport. There was another security scare that prompted a police response. This marks the third one in just about a month. Fox 5's Tyler Fingert is tracking all of it for us, including the mad dash to holiday destinations. He's at the airport. Tyler, how are things looking right now?
Yeah, Courtney, good evening to you. On this final travel day before Thanksgiving, things have been surprisingly smooth here at the world's busiest airport. Looking at the security checkpoint, you'd never guess this is the busiest travel week of the year as people head out for the holiday. But for some passengers, last night, their trips started with a scare.
An armed Atlanta police officer boarded a KLM flight bound for Amsterdam Tuesday night after a passenger became disruptive and opened an emergency exit while the plane taxied to the runway. Jack Anderson and his family were on board.
He said somebody had a gun on board. He was really loud, so we could all hear it.
Atlanta police say the 48-year-old man called 911 from inside the aircraft, reporting that he believed another traveler had a weapon. Investigators said the man appeared to panic and opened an emergency exit door, which deployed the inflatable slide. Air traffic control audio captured the incident.
The easiest way now, I think, is to get rid of the psychotic passenger at this position with the police.
Hey, Kendra, what's
Airport
up?
police say the man appeared to be experiencing a mental health episode. He was evaluated by medics before being charged with several crimes, including reckless conduct and interfering with security measures.
Things kind of escalated quickly, and he ran, and they pounced on him, but he had already opened the door to the aircraft.
The flight ended up being canceled, and the Anderson family was rebooked to fly out Wednesday. They joined all the last-minute Thanksgiving travelers in the TSA checkpoint for try number 2 to get to Paris. The family says they have a lot to be thankful for.
We are glad that he didn't open it mid-flight. We're glad we're all here in one piece.
You know what? They gave that young man enough airtime, and they picked the right person to interview. I gotta say, first interview, second one, both of them was good. Go, Jack.
Besides that incident last night and the weather yesterday, today it's been a pretty good travel day. FlightAware.com is reporting about 150 delays here out of Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson International Airport.
Morning, Kendra.
And just 2 cancellations.
Ghost Dog,
We're live at
Diggity
ATL
Diggs.
tonight. Tyler Fingert, Fox 5 News.
Yeah, that's got to be.
All right, I've been holding this story for a week, and I apologize. It's been in the header. It's finally time to get it out. We're going over to this teen that was arrested for pow-powing a DoorDash driver. Crazy work.
Mesquite police
In Mesquite, Texas. Let's go, y'all.
say a 17-year-old has been arrested for the shooting of a delivery driver. Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes.
I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock. The shooting happened in late October. The driver says he was dropping off food when it happened. He's since been released from the hospital and is recovering at home. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager is in the studio tonight with more on the arrest. Peyton.
Steve and Heather, I've been trying to stay on top of this story, and this update came from Mesquite Police into our newsroom around 5 p.m. this evening. It's been nearly a month since the shooting. and now a 17-year-old is confirmed to be in custody. Mesquite police say 17-year-old LaDavion Sockwell was arrested this afternoon. We are still waiting for Sockwell's mugshot to be made public. He's in the process of being booked into the Dallas County Jail as we speak. Investigators say Sockwell took off on foot after the shooting just after midnight on October 27th. Husband and father of three, Manuel Gonzalez, was shot multiple times while delivering a meal for DoorDash to a home off Birch Bend in Mesquite. Gonzalez said there was a dispute over required delivery PIN code with a pair of women on the sidewalk. Then Gonzalez said a man came outside of the home and shot him. I spoke with Gonzalez and his wife on Friday after he was released from the hospital.
There was no more than 30, 40 seconds whenever they start shooting. I mean, it's been almost a month. And whenever they asked me who did it, I told them. And I was expecting to, go there.
Like, as he was being carried by EMS, he said, the person that shot me is in that house.
I reached out to the Gonzalezes this afternoon by phone. They weren't aware of the arrest until I relayed the information. They wanted to make another public statement at a later time once they have some more details on.
Yeah, that's one. Now we got to keep on going to this other crazy situation right here. Don't even sound too much different. Sounds kind of similar. We got another situation where this judge is sentencing Joshua Rocha to the D penalty for the murder of a North Kansas City police officer. This police officer didn't make it, you guys, tragically.
The man convicted of killing a North Kansas City police officer 3 years ago was sentenced to death. I was there in the courtroom when Joshua Rocha learned his fate in the shooting death of Officer Daniel Vasquez. Vasquez had pulled Rocha over for a minor traffic violation and was simply approaching the vehicle when Rocha shot him. The jury that found Rocha guilty recommended the death penalty. It's something the judge today upheld, calling the killing a cold-blooded execution. I listened to the voice of the prosecutor earlier this afternoon.
But the defendant did give a statement to police after he was taken in custody. He explained why he did some of the things he did. There's a reason why he didn't just speed away from that traffic stop, is because he knew his car was too slow. And as a result of that, he made a decision to murder Officer Daniel Vasquez in order to escape the consequences of his choices.
Rocha read a statement in court apologizing for his actions and taking full responsibility. While the Vasquez family did not speak on camera after the sentencing, the prosecutor did tell me that they wanted to thank the community for all their support following Daniel's death.
I want you guys to also be mindful in Hollywood and California. We got some people that's walking around just testing people's doors, actually coming inside of people's homes. Pretty crazy right now. I want you guys to really be careful right now because, yeah, it's late night. It's like a nighttime crime spree happening in California right now. And I'm really serious about messing with me when I'm asleep, or people moving around in the dark when I'm in my house or my apartment. I'm really on point when it comes down to that because I know that you're up to something. And that's the time when I think, all rules, whoever wins, wins. Y'all see when that dude tried to break up an LL Cool J house and he knocked him out and sent him through the glass? Yeah. Situation's kind of similar right now, but it didn't transpire to anything. I'm trying to educate people in Hollywood as to what's going on, as suspects are now moving around neighborhoods, stealing bicycles, trying your back door, actually coming inside of people's homes while they're sleeping, 2 and 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. Check this out right here, you guys. Check this out.
Community on edge tonight after thieves target not one but two apartment buildings in a single night. Their bold crimes caught on camera. Police are still searching for the suspects who did not hesitate to break in while homeowners were still inside.
KTLA's John Fenolio joins us live from Hollywood with reaction from one victim in a story you'll see only on 5. John?
Cher and Micah, this happened on a residential street just up the road here from the Laugh Factory in Hollywood. What happened here wasn't loud, it wasn't frantic, it was quiet and methodical. And for one homeowner, it was far too close.
I think these guys they'll get caught, I think. Because this was very brazen to go into someone's place while they're there.
Another hot prowl in Hollywood. Two suspects jump a side fence, slip through a gate, then begin checking apartment doors, one after another, at 2 separate buildings less than a block apart.
This is where they stuck.
Ned Stressenrauter was home when he heard his back door swing open.
Okay, I think someone's coming into my apartment. So I just froze.
A moment of fear and instinct. He realized someone had come through the door he accidentally left unlocked. When the silence returned, he looked around the corner, only to realize his car key fob was gone. Surveillance video then shows the pair moving into the parking garage, key fob in hand, clicking it, searching for Ned's car.
So they came in this dude's crib, snatched the keys, and tried to go around looking for it. Man, I wish I would have ran out there with a bat and tried to just break. See what I'm saying while I get in trouble for stuff like this? Because I'm always thinking that way, but that's the way it should go. Luckily, as soon as they came in the house, boom, it should have been like that. Yeah, came in the apartment and basically stole the keys to his vehicle. Now they're going around trying to test to see if they can find the car.
Luckily, it wasn't here. I shared that car with a friend of mine, so he had it at his house, and I feel very lucky about that.
It all happened Sunday around midnight on the 1600 block of North Laurel Avenue near Hollywood Boulevard. But the thieves weren't finished. Cameras captured them inside another building right around the corner on Selma Avenue. And you can clearly see them prowling hallways, checking doors like they own the place.
This video, what's good about this one is you can see him trying to open the door. And the cops told me the other day that that was actually what they really need to see, is that because that is considered breaking and entering.
What are you going to do now that they have your car keys?
I've started to do that process now, and it's a little complicated, but it can be done. Just has to take it to the dealership and get it. It's probably cost $500 or $600 is what I found out.
To get a new key fob.
Yep.
A sharp warning for residents. One unlocked door, one tiny mistake, and suddenly you're not alone.
I just think that those guys seem really dangerous, and they seem like they should be at least, go have their day in court.
I think there was some fiends, they're like some crackheads or some dope fiends that was trying some doors to try to see what they can steal. But not only that's just them. Bottom line, make sure y'all lock your door. Make sure we're safe out here. If you got to get the Ring camera so that it can tell you when motion is happening, go ahead and do that. Also, do your boy a favor, double tap that screen and get those likes up. It ain't over. It ain't over. Thought y'all ain't like the beat. Party ain't over. We got some more headings up there to take care of. We got to get on over and talk about this gemstone, the one that was found. Yeah, I know a lot of people have been waiting around to see that story. 300 kilogram gemstone that was found in the Madagascar presidential palace. Check this out, you guys. This is a big one right here. This reminds me of Superman. Remember the one when he had the stones and the green would light up? Not only that, matter of fact, this reminds me of kryptonite. I apologize. That's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of kryptonite. Let's keep on going, y'all. Let's go.
An astonishing discovery that could help solve some of Madagascar's financial issues. The country's military leadership says it found a 300-kilogram emerald rock hidden inside the presidential palace, which was vacated by ousted President André Rajoelina last month.
So he was trying to keep that rock, but he was trying to find a way to get it up out of there.
We've just discovered this incredible national treasure. We don't know why it was brought here. We're ready to work with complete transparency and show that the public service is our priority.
Colonel Michael Ranjanirin was one of the leaders of the military coup that led to Rajoelina's ousting, following widespread popular protests over corruption, poverty, and lack of basic services. He's since been sworn in as president of the transition and has vowed to hand back power to civilian authorities within the next 2 years. On Tuesday, Ranjanirin said the massive gemstone would be analyzed by experts to determine its value and could potentially be sold to help replenish state coffers. A symbolic statement in...
So he was holding on to that, trying to have it in the stash. Like, I got to find a way to get this out of here. But you couldn't get it out in time, huh? Couldn't leave with the kryptonite fast enough, huh?
In a country where government officials have long been accused of enriching themselves with public resources.
We want to redistribute the wealth to as many people as possible in order to avoid accusations of corruption. This discovery will be managed with complete transparency and visibility.
Despite its vast natural wealth, including precious stones and minerals such as quartz and graphite, Madagascar remains one of the world's most impoverished countries with more than 75% of the island's population living below the poverty line.
Jesus Christ.
One
of the most richest lands, but the people that are there are suffering. So I wonder who's actually profiting and benefiting off of those people. The majority are what? The government officials. As you guys can see, probably people that come out, get contracts to dig up land and take the rare earth and the gems out, and the people suffer. They need to have better government over there that's saying, all right, if you guys gonna take, y'all gotta leave something over here. That should be the total opposite. That should be some of the most richest people, because their land provides the most riches. Should not be that way at all. You guys agree with me? Let me know what you think in the comments. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. Also, we got to keep on moving forward. I know they're like, wait, where we going with this? Yeah, y'all thought it was over. No, it ain't over. We still got more to go. Still doing our thing. I got more to bring to you guys, and we got to get into it, especially when it comes down to this nasty thing right here. I know a lot of people like fish. People from Louisiana like catfish. But what do you guys think about the black armored catfish? Actually doing a lot of damage to the coral and to different beaches. I want you guys to see how they're trying to take care of this situation in Orlando, down on the Space Coast. Check this story out, you guys. Invasive armored catfish. These catfish are literally jumping out the water, and I'm gonna let you see what's going on here.
New at 5, catfish concerns on the coast. The invasive species from the Amazon is taking over our waterways.
The armored catfish is causing a lot of problems along the shoreline.
I wouldn't even eat that catfish. It's all black. It looks like it got...
They're even harming manatees.
Yeah.
Fox 35's Esther Bauer joins us live with that story. So Esther, you went fishing for answers today.
John, we didn't have to fish very long to find them, because these invasive catfish are in almost every body of water here on the Space Coast. Literally minutes after we pulled up here to Lake.
They're everywhere. They are everywhere.
The armored catfish is not supposed to be anywhere in Florida, but they're taking over underwater.
When you get water invasive species like these guys right here, they're out of sight, out of mind. You don't really see the destruction like what you see the snakes down in the Everglades are doing.
The destruction from these catfish is causing erosion because they create holes.
These joints look like they made a carbon fiber or something.
And burrow in them along the shore.
And it turns basically the bank into Swiss cheese.
Local neighborhoods now trying to protect their banks from erosion. In West Melbourne, this neighborhood pond has a net lining the shore to keep the fish from digging into it.
The fish are still there. They're just not destroying the shoreline at the moment.
Martin Straka says the pond behind his home is overrun with the catfish, so he asked people on social media to come out and help catch them.
Invasive fish and invasive species wreak havoc everywhere we go.
You have to catch the catfish with a net because they feed on the bottom, but you can cook and eat them.
I heard they're good to eat.
Removing them from the ecosystem is the goal. They take food away from native animals and even cause issues for manatees.
If you see their mouth right here, it's a sucker, and they basically eat algae off of things.
And you can help stop the spread of invasive species by never releasing a pet you don't want anymore into the wild. As we said before, the FWC says you can't eat these fish. They suggest cooking them in the shell, and that white flaky meat will just fall right out. Reporting live in Melbourne, Esther Bauer, Fox 35 News.
One thing I remember about catfish when I did eat it, it was kind of like, it's the funky fish. It's like funky. It's got a funny sort of smell that comes off of it, like a earthy sort of I can't even explain it. When I did eat fish, it was mostly like whiting. What's the other one? Salmon. I used to love salmon. But I can't trust the fish no more, man. You can't trust it. They got this fake modified crap out here. You think it's salmon, and it's some crap that they done made 3D imprinted. How about tilapia? Remember when tilapia was the craze? Oh my God, there's a new fish called tilapia. Yeah, because they're farming it. Now, nobody eats tilapia, huh? I bet I don't hear nobody talking about tilapia no more. But y'all used to go to Walmart and get them bags of tilapia. Tell the truth. Tell the truth when y'all ain't know no better. Look at people in the comments. I know. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Yes, it's a mud smell. There you go. Thank you so much, Connie Kinder. It's a mud smell. That's right. LOL like cod, yes. Tilapia, the turd-eating fish. Yes, they're farmed together. They live in banks off of the mud. I used to love tilapia fillets. Yeah, but guess what? It ain't no good for you because it's all farmed. Can't trust anything anymore. Look at that. Because Gotti, see? Look, I'm telling you, look at Liberty. She's like Bugatti. Facts. It's crazy out here. I was tearing that tilapia up. I ain't gonna lie. I was tearing it up. Man, listen, I used to fry it and put it, oh man, I used to batter it up, and tear it up. And then the next thing you know, after being smart, after looking into research and seeing that they're all farmed and I'm good. And they're eating their own doo-doo and stuff like that. How could pat. I'm good. No more tilapia. I'm good. Actually, catfish, they're bottom feeders, so they eat all the doo-doo too. Oh no, that's that mud and earthy smell that you was talking about. That mud smell, that mud taste. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because I got this fantastic story I got over here. That I gotta share this with you guys over here, and it's in Russian or Ukrainian. I don't know what language it is, but all I know is that when it comes down to love of animals, you and I, we right here. Anybody that love animals, we don't need a language. We just know we gotta save them and protect them because that's the babies. Come on, that's the baby. Don't matter if it's a pit bull. Don't matter if it's a chihuahua. It could be a Great Dane. It doesn't matter. We all love animals over here. Shout out to Canada. Shout out over here. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Also, want you guys to see what's going on over here. This man basically disrobes himself all the way down to the knickers, all the way down to the boxers to save a pooch that's fell in the water over there. There's a dog in the water over there that keeps on sinking in this Arctic water right here. This is in Russia somewhere. So the water's definitely freezing. Check this out, you guys.
Ой-ой-ой, иди сюда, иди сюда. Иди сюда.
He is literally breaking the ice with boxers on, literally in the water like that to save this dog. He gets massive props for this, man. I'm talking about he needs to have wings right now.
Не, он этот лед ломает.
Look at this dude. He's breaking the ice to get to the dog. Inch by inch, he's breaking the ice.
Да, она за ним бегала.
He gotta be cold. He gotta be cold. Dude is laughing. I would be freezing my balls off right now. He laughing. Let me tell you something, man. That's the type of dude you do not want to fight. That's that Russian right there that they was chasing with Sopranos. When they said, he's an interior decorator. No, he ain't no interior decorator. That motherfucker crazy. If you jumping in water like that with your boxers on, as cold as it is out there, all you got to do is, you put your hands up to me, nah, man, you got it. Matter of fact, what the hell? I said, you got a problem? Is everything okay? Matter of fact, how you doing? Let me go ahead and give you a little something for your troubles right now. Go ahead, take that. Take something for you. You don't mess with that fool right there. You give him what you got. You don't want to have no fight with no fool like that. You let him get it.
Давай, иди сюда. И стоит, не уходит за своим спасителем.
Dude is literally handling the dog like he's taking it from room to room. He's in his boxers, standing in Arctic weather with no shirt on. Y'all see this?
А теперь что с ней? Она почему она не идет? Испугалась. Она... Иди сюда. Тихо, Василиса.
And he literally just stayed in the water, like he ain't even start making his way back. He ain't start figuring out how. Let me figure out how I'm gonna go back over here because I got this dog over here. Whatever. Nah, get this dog over here. Matter of fact, yeah, we straight out here. Any other dogs out here? Whatever. That's how homeboy was pushing right there. Like that one right there. We got to give him props like that. That was love right there. People in the comments is like, what? Russians don't feel no cold. He had on boxers, y'all. How many people don't understand what I'm talking about right now? Boxers, Arctic weather. That's the two, right? Boxers, number one. Arctic weather. Inside of a frozen river or lake, breaking the ice with his body all the way to the dog. Gets to the dog, gets the dog out and stays there. He ain't shaking. He ain't doing this, nothing. He like, yeah, anything else going on out here? You need me to, I'm talking about y'all. That's what I'm talking about right there. God must have been like this. Let me cover my child. Let me get him while you go take care of this other one. That's what I'm talking about right there. And that's the power of love too. Didn't even think about it. Went and took care of that dog. I love things like that. I love when people do stuff like that. And if you're trying to make some money, hit that link in the description. And today, you'll be able to make up to, $375 in surveys. If I saw a couple of people asking, well, how do you do the surveys? All you got to do is go there, hit the link. The survey will ask you certain questions. And if it pertains to you, you finish it. Once you're done, it'll send you a confirmation and it'll let you know that you're done and you get paid for it. That's it, simple. But the survey, sometimes it leads to certain topics. I try to make sure that the topics have to do with things that we have to do with, like food and maybe like computers, family, and things of that nature. So I always try to make sure it's a survey that's going to correspond and correlate to stuff that we already deal with. So that's all it is. Now, hopefully that answers your questions on the surveys. It's always a survey there every day. Sometimes it's one, most of the time it's two, I tell you the truth. And I try to make them lucrative, not like $50 or $20 surveys. I try to find the ones that's like $100, $450, $1,000. Make sure you guys can make some actual money over there. That's how we do it over here. And if you're trying to promote your business, another way that we do it is this. We need you to send over your promo in a 1080 by 1080 size frame. That's what YouTube accepts because that's the size of the post notification area. You send that over to us and you're already a member or subscribed to the channel. We pop it up, put your information in there, and maybe 60,000 subscribers will be able to see your promo, what you got going on and what your business is. You might be a lawn doctor. You might be a lawyer. I don't know what you do, but if you send your promo to us, we'll put it up in the post notification area and you guys will be able to promote your business as well. And guess what? Coming up to Brooklyn, because we've been doing this in Manhattan, Bronx, Queens, Staten Island. We're now coming to Brooklyn with the Show Your Talent search. That's the talent search where you are going to be able to make $250 if you got talent. And it's not just about singing and dancing. I want to see somebody with a painting. I want to see somebody that can cook. If you can do a backflip, handstand, and you doing it with talent, guess what? Boom, you're going to win. Then everybody going to come together from all 5 boroughs, and that one last person is going to have a chance to win $1,000. That's it right there, you guys. First starting off in the borough, you get $250. Okay, you won the Bronx. Cool, we wait till we get everybody. And then after we bring everybody else together for that last final, that's when you get the chance to win the $1,000. It's sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. That's 14% alcohol by volume right there. So you got to be 21 or older. If you want to be part of the talent search, where I'm going to be hosting, and my DJ, DJ Don Dada, formerly of Black Ink Crew, That's my DJ. That's right. We be going live from the locations. We be sipping on that big drip and we be just waiting for people to come in like, okay, anybody for the talent show? But we haven't had anybody show up yet. So guess what? We're going to keep on going and keep on pushing that talent show until we get some winners because we know it's talent out there and we going to give it back to you guys instead of trying to just give it to some rapper and say, oh, Big Drip is good. No, we're going to do it with the real people. So that's how we do it. Go to your borough. You guys got the talent and boom, give you guys the money right back. After we're all done, come to one location. And like I said, that last person is going to win that $1,000. You guys, you want to be a part of it? Go to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com, www.drinkbigdrip.com. That's 2 G's, 2 P's. Go to the first page. Put your email in the email subscription area, and that's it. You're going to get updates. We're going to let you know what locations we're at, and you're going to be able to come out. Those who can't come out for the talent show, we always go live, and you guys will still be able to see it because we control the music now. That's right. That's the way we do it, you guys. And y'all know what it is. It's Saturday. Want you guys to have a fantastic one. Get out there and drink some water and be very safe and don't live for the weekend because we need you for Monday and for the rest of the years until he brings you home, not the weekend. I want to pray for some fantastic people in the building like Larry. I want to pray for Mike Holmes. I want to pray for Trey Bone Wave 86, Rebecca Lanyen Bueno. I want to pray for Batty Lynn. Who else are we praying for? Tara right now. Sky, Mark Dorfman. Also, we can't forget about Kendra Walker. Glad to see that you came in the building today. Sam Champion, Dot Focus. Also, we can't forget about our sister, Liberty and Justice. How you doing, sis? What's going on, Casey? How you doing, bro? I hope you're holding up very well. Mark Dorfman, thank you as well. Who else we got up in here? Miss Swanza, thank you so much for the $1.99 super chat. Want you guys to take care of yourself, show each other love, and remember, don't never give up, don't never stop, because he has got us no matter what. As long as God wakes us up every day, that's all we need. Amen. And remember, like I always tell you guys, problems present opportunities. Everybody out here like, oh my God, I got so much problems, so much stuff going on. Instead of worrying about the problem, look at the solution. Focus on that. And guess what? Now you just determine yourself on getting that. And as long as God wake me up every day, y'all can take this from me. As long as he wake me up every day, I'm going to do this show and I'm going to keep on banging that nail to get it right. So as long as I'm alive, y'all know I'm going to be here. And as long as I'm able to, I'm going to keep on striving for success, keep on striving to be the best man that I am, and keep on striving to giving you guys the best that I can. Because that's what we do over here at the #1 show on YouTube from 6 o'clock till the end with the #1 co-host and family members right there. That's right, you guys, our bottom line. And if y'all know one thing, y'all know this. Y'all could have went anywhere in tomorrow's Purple Sunday. But you know what? You could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came in to chill with me, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, Purple Sunday, I'll see you guys then. Get 'em! Peace. Have a good day, y'all.